Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. If you've ever looked at Raid Shadow Legends and thought, it's probably too late to start, or maybe you tried it years ago, but never really stuck with it because of the whole pay-to-win reputation, then today's video might actually surprise you. Raid recently updated their starter generator, and honestly, it's a much bigger change than I expected. Instead of giving every new player a similar beginning, they've expanded the system by adding more than 20 new champions, letting you build your own custom starting team before you even install the game. That means more variety, stronger openings, and a much more personalized experience right from the beginning. So today I'm going to show you exactly how it works, claim my rewards, jump into the game, and see if this really makes starting a new account feel different. One of the biggest issues with starting any hero collector game is that your early progress usually depends on luck. You create an account, hope you get something useful, and if you don't, your first few hours can feel pretty rough. That's what makes this update interesting. The starter generator now includes over 20 additional champions, giving new players a lot more freedom when choosing how they want to begin their journey. Instead of everyone starting with nearly identical accounts, you can actually build around champions that interest you and create different combinations depending on your preferred playstyle. For anyone starting fresh or even returning after a long break, that's a pretty nice improvement. So let's head over to the website and check it out. The website itself is very straightforward. All you have to do is click Generate, and you'll start selecting your champions. The system lets you choose one champion during each selection step, for a total of 3 champions. For my account, I'm starting with Juliana as my first pick. Next, I'm choosing Wither. And for my final selection, I'm going with the legendary Xixia Flametongue. I haven't actually used this combination before, so it'll be fun to see how they perform together once we get into the game. After making my selections, I simply click Generate, and the website creates a summary showing all 3 of my chosen champions. More importantly, it also generates my unique promo code, which I'll need later inside the game. Before registering, the website also explains exactly how each reward is delivered, and it's actually pretty simple. The first champion, in my case Juliana, is awarded shortly after creating the account and completing the tutorial. The second champion, Wither, unlocks automatically once the account reaches level 25. Finally, the third champion, Xixia Flametongue, is obtained by redeeming the promo code generated by the website. Everything is clearly explained before you even register, so you know exactly when each reward arrives. Now, let's continue. After clicking Click to get bonuses, the website redirects me to the official registration page. From here, it's just a normal account registration. Once that's finished, the installer automatically downloads, so I'll get everything installed and jump straight into the game. Alright, we've finished the tutorial. Let's head over to the inbox and see if everything worked. And there she is, Juliana. It's honestly a nice feeling starting the game with a champion you intentionally picked, instead of relying completely on random summons. Now let's grab the third reward. I'll open the menu on the left side of the screen, head into promo codes, paste in the code that the website generated earlier, and confirm it. There we go. Xixia Flametongue has now been added to the account as well. The only remaining reward is Wither, who automatically unlocks after reaching level 25, exactly as the website explained. So the whole process is pretty smooth from beginning to end. Now comes the part I was actually looking forward to. Let's see how these champions perform. Since I've never started with this particular lineup before, I'm just as curious as you guys are to see how they handle the early campaign. We'll start with a few campaign stages and get a feel for the team. One thing I immediately like is that the account already feels more unique. Instead of using whatever random champions the game happens to give me, I'm building around characters that I personally selected before I even launched the game. That alone makes the beginning feel much more engaging. I'll play through a few more battles so you can see how the team performs. Overall, the early progression feels smooth, and having access to your own chosen champions definitely makes starting a fresh account more enjoyable. I honestly think this is one of the better updates Raid has made for new players. The biggest improvement isn't necessarily that everyone gets stronger champions. It's the amount of choice you now have. With more than 20 new champions added to the starter generator, there are now far more possible combinations than before, meaning every new account can feel a little different depending on what you choose. Instead of hoping your first few summons go your way, you already have a plan before you even install the game. For anyone who's been curious about trying Raid for the first time, or maybe thinking about coming back after a break, I think this definitely makes the early experience much more interesting. If you want to build your own starting team and check out the updated starter generator for yourself, I'll leave the official link down in the description below. Try out a few different champion combinations and see which setup fits the way you want to play. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.